Remember when Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were all down at the same time? What a drama, especially if you own an online business. That's why you need a mailing list. Whether your business is online or traditional, you need a way to reach your clientele immediately, and via email is a quick and easy way to do so. I'm Kalila Reynolds, and it's time for another episode of Money Moves, JA, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service, giving you the tools to grow your business. My guest today is Chief Nerd at Lucrelux Marketing, Rickman Warren. Hi, Rick. How are you?
Hi, how you doing? I'm
And
good.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
All right, so the new year has come, and we want to approach the new year with a new marketing mindset for our businesses. Tell me, why is an email list important?
All right. So, contrary to popular belief, email is one of the most effective means of reaching target audiences digitally. Having an email list is important. When you own it, you own your own email list. It's unlike having a social media following, you own your email list. So it's not a rented audience, it's an owned audience. Um, no matter where you go, you can bring your email list with you. Unlike with Facebook, Instagram, or any of the other social media platforms, um, you get to keep it wherever you go. If Mark
If they
Zuckerberg,
shut down, then
exactly,
you have no way to reach your viewers or your subscribers, your followers.
exactly. And almost everyone on the internet uses email. You have to have an email address to sign up for most of the services or platforms online anyway, Facebook, Instagram, whatever else. When you're signing up for an account, you use your email address to confirm. So that's one of the reasons it's super important to own your own email list.
Okay, so what should you use your email list for?
Well, it depends on what kind of business you have, but you should use it to at least initiate somewhat of a one-on-one or one-to-one communication with your target audience, with your clients, and just prospects.
It truly does depend on the type of business, because I find that for some emails that I'm subscribed to, once they send me an email that they have a sale, that's
And
it.
exactly,
It's so
exactly,
effective.
exactly. And so looking at that example, I am one of those people too, for the companies that I subscribe to, where when they send me a notification about a sale coming up, I would jump on it right away because I'm subscribed to the companies that I want to actually do business with. I might follow them on social media, but I might not necessarily be online when they send out a post, they publish a post about a sale or something like that. But if they email me, even if I don't get it the same time when they send it, it is going to be in my inbox. So whenever I check my email, I am going to see it. So that's one of
Hmm.
our so that's definitely one of the good ways to use email marketing. Um,
Right.
email marketing has email has higher open rates than any other digital platform. Take,
Really?
yes, take Facebook or Instagram for instance. When you publish a post to Facebook or Instagram, your reach is generally, before you start spending your money on paid ads, the maximum that you can reach is 6% of of your following. So if you have 100 people following you on Facebook or on Instagram, when you publish something, your reach on average is maximum 6%. If you send out an email and you have 100 people on your list, 100 people are going to get your email.
Hmm. But not
And
100 people are going to open it.
well, your open rate is going to depend on how well you use email marketing. But in
Hmm.
general, just on average, open rates tend to be anywhere between 10 to 30%, 50% for people, companies who are using it super effectively.
Hmm.
But
That's great.
that's way more than a maximum reach of 6%. And it's free. You know, when you send out an email, it doesn't cost you anything to send it out. I mean, in theory, if it depends on how
So
large your email list is.
So I have an email list, but I find that it's more difficult to get people to subscribe to my email than it is to get them to follow me on social media. So how do we get people to actually subscribe? How do you build that email list?
So you want people to look forward to the emails that you send them. So generally speaking, what you would want to do is give them an incentive to sign up for the email list. Gone are the days when you tell people that, hi guys, I have a newsletter, jump on my newsletter, and people just sign on without any more reason, because people are, inundated with the amount of emails, the number of emails that they get. You have to give them a reason for them to give you that valuable contact information. They don't want to just give you their email address just like that. So if you tell them that, you'll give them deals or access to discounts, or, in your case, subscribe to my email list for a 10% discount on the course that is coming up, or early access to my course, things like that. You have to incentivize them in order for them to give you their email address and stay on your email list. If you overwhelm them, they are going to unsubscribe from your list. If you keep just emailing them every day, and you're not sending them things that are valuable to them. So what is most important is to think about what's in it for the person who is subscribing to your list.
So on that point, then how often should you be sending out emails to your list?
And this is something you have to look at on a case by case basis. It depends on what it is that you're sending to them and how engaged your audience is. Um, Generally speaking, you don't want to be sending more than once a week, but it does depend on what it is you're sending. Some people get away with sending once a day or twice a day because their audience is super engaged and they are always sending things that the audience is looking forward to. But if every day you just send them, hey, there's a sale, or hey, I have something here, it's just the same thing over and over, they are going to unsubscribe. So you have to um, keep some variety in it, but you have to look
Yeah.
at statistics and see. It's something you can test and measure. So test and see. Send once a week and see what your response rate looks like, what your open rates look like. Send twice a week and then see how that compares to when you are doing it weekly. Try it every day and see how that works. But you can test and look at the data to see, because it's your audience. You can look at how many people got it and how many people opened it, what they clicked on, and what they didn't click on, to see what kind of response you're getting, and you can adjust based on your audience, because it is going to be audience specific, and it is going to depend on how you structure your emails, your headlines, and the content that's within.
So what are some, oh, before we come to my next question, as you mentioned how you structure your emails, the headlines and so on, do you have any pointers on that? Because I know, for example, one that I saw was you should keep it within a certain number of words, and they said that headlines with emojis do better. Do you have
Right.
any tips for us on how to grab people's attention in an email inbox?
So humans are naturally narcissistic, and we like seeing our names. So the first thing you want to do is personalize the emails and
Mm.
personalize the email subject. So if you start off with the person's name, that right off the bat, you're going to get a better open rate than you would without personalizing it that way. So use their names, use very specific statistics if you are going to use statistics. So if there's a percentage of something, don't just say um, some people. You can say 45% of an audience has been getting this result, or something like that. Um, Let me give you an example of a good subject line. Uh, Curiosity. You have to pique their curiosity as well too, because the purpose of the subject line is to get people to click to open the email. You have to
Mm-hmm.
keep that in mind. It's not for you to make the sale in the subject line. It has one purpose: to grab their attention and to ensure that they open the email. So if you pique their curiosity, by not giving away the entirety of what it is that's in the email. Businesses did this to improve profitability by X%. You're going to want to know what it is that they did, because they didn't say
Mm-hmm.
exactly what it was. You just say this. Uh,
Yes, that will, yeah. I see what you mean by the curiosity, right?
Using words like free can help you, but they can also hurt you, because those are the trigger words for the spam filters. So if people see, if once
Ah.
email sees the word free, your email tends to go in the promotions tab or it goes into junk. So you have to find a balance as well too. Um, but think about putting the incentive at the beginning of the email subject. Whatever it is that you're trying to highlight, ensure that you put that right away. But curiosity does a lot better. Curiosity and scarcity, both of those things help a lot more than just regular subject line. So limited time offer, or Kalila act now, Kalila, your discount is expiring, things like that. You definitely want to find out what's going on. How can I get this discount before it expires?
Okay, those are some good ones.
One more day left on this sale.
So you mentioned that you want to personalize the email. So obviously you can't, if you have 1,000 people on your email list, 500 people, you can't be typing dear Rickman, dear Kalila, dear, into every single email. So there are software, there are programs that you can use to
Yes.
help you with these email lists and that help you to personalize things. What are some of the popular ones?
So before we get into the programs, we have to look at the mindset that are just the approach that we use when we're collecting these email addresses. So one mistake that novices um, in email marketing tend to do is that they collect email addresses and they collect first name and last name in one field. You need to collect the first name and the last name separately, so that when you're going to use these programs, you can address people by their first name. Like when I just mentioned in the email subject, I would say Kalila, or you would say Rickman versus Rickman Warren, because if you collect it as one field, that's how you're going to address the person when you do like a mail merge, for want of a better word. Um, but the programs, the services that you can use when you're getting started, MailChimp is one of them. It's one of the easier ones to use, an email marketing service. And our favorite for getting started though is ConvertKit.
ConvertKit, KIT?
Yes, ConvertKit.
Mm.
Mhm. MailChimp is easy to use, and so is ConvertKit. However, ConvertKit gives you the added ability to easily create landing pages, which will help you to publicize or to promote the lead magnets that would get people to join your email list.
MailChimp has that feature now too, you know.
Yes, but
They
they're
allow
kind
you to do landing page, website, everything is built in with it now.
of,
Surveys, a whole lot of stuff.
Mhm. But
Well, this has been
MailChimp allows you to create. They're not quite on par with the ones that you can create with ConvertKit, especially if you're a novice. If you're a novice, you can create a beautiful landing page in ConvertKit by just clicking a few buttons. Not not
that's very useful.
not quite as so not quite so with MailChimp.
And okay, so I was gonna wrap up here, but I think we just touched on a very important point, and that is having a landing page. So, what is the landing page?
So the landing page is the page that you direct people to from an ad or from an email. This is where this is a one web page, a single web page with the sole purpose of collecting the contact information, or having your visitor complete one action. Generally speaking, what you want them to do is to give you their contact information. So it would host either a form or a link to a form that they can complete to sign up to your newsletter or your mailing list. When you use a service like ConvertKit or MailChimp and you create landing pages, what's different about that and what's important to do is to create multiple landing pages. So you can create multiple landing pages, one for each incentive, instead of having a landing page that accomplishes a bunch of different things. You have one for each. So if you have a guide, here's my quick start guide to investing. You have a landing page that's dedicated for that, and anyone who gets to that landing page, they're only there for that quick start guide. And if you have a course that you want to get people to sign up for, you have a landing page that's for that course as well too. That will increase the sign up or the opt-in rate for your mailing list as well too, when you have dedicated landing pages.
You sound like you're trying to sell my course for me. I don't mind. I'm here for
I would
it.
like to see you sell more of the courses, so I'm giving you the tips to help you with that.
Yeah, but we do have landing pages separate for the newsletter and for the course and various things. So, but yeah, this is very, very helpful. Thank you so much, Rickman.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Now, here's a recap of Ripman's key points. You own your email list. Use it to communicate one-on-one with your target audience. Emails have higher open rates than any other digital platform, averaging between 10 and 30% compared to less than 10% who are likely to see your post on social media. To get a good open rate, you should grab attention with a good subject line. Personalize the opening by using the person's first name and pique curiosity. That's it for this episode of Money Moves JA, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service, giving you the tools to grow your business. Visit their website, eximbankja.com, for more information on their loan products and multiple services that you can access, such as their Business Advisory Service. Very, very useful product there. And also visit my website, KalilaReynolds.com, for a summary of this episode. I'm Kalila Reynolds. Until next time.
Let's get this money.